Hey there, and welcome back. I saw Babymonster the other day, and I had said in the end of the deep dive video I was going to add on some of the shots I got and whatnot, but I was too tired, and then this was just supposed to be like a really small, hey, how was the concert type video, and then I just started editing all the footage I took, and there's so much. I honestly don't have a ton of things to say about the concert outside of me just really enjoying it. Super fortunate that I checked last minute on the tickets, got a great price, great seats, and it was really awesome. I think I filmed so much because it was the first time I was able to get my camera into one of the shows. Honestly, the first security guard stopped me and was like, "Oh, it's not the venue, it's a rule of the tour." And then I was like, "Oh, okay." I just went to a different security checkpoint and got in just fine. Probably gonna have to do that tomorrow for Le Sserafim, which is another reason why I filmed so much. I wanted to be prepared using this for the first time for Le Sserafim, and definitely some learning hurdles with this one for sure. It's way different using this camera than using my phone and the way that I'm so used to shooting things with the phone. You'll see that definitely when you see the footage, and you'll definitely be able to tell the difference between when I shot with that camera and with my phone. But if I were to give you a real just quick summary for those of you that just want to know how it was, I had a great time. They were awesome, great performers, but also the biggest takeaway that I took from this whole thing was that they're so charismatic and they have so much fun on stage. It's kind of the reason why I felt so compelled to watch BAEMON House basically right when I got back. Those 2 episodes are on Patreon if you're so interested. Personalities are just awesome. And one of my big pet peeves about shows is when an artist, when it comes to them talking to the audience, it really just feels like we're reading down a script, which of course there were those moments for sure. I don't expect them to not do that at all. But then there were plenty of moments to where it feels very personable and as if you're having a unique experience, that they didn't just say this to every crowd throughout the entire tour. So that was a big highlight. Their personalities really did shine here. Seattle was their last date on their whole tour, so it did really feel like an ending as well, and they spoke to that and thanking the staff and everything. So be prepared to just see a lot of footage and not get too much from me here, and it can be like you were almost at the show too, right? And also, because I filmed on my phone and my camera, I uploaded from 2 different sources, and I'm not putting that stuff in order, so a lot of this is not in order for how it appeared in the show. Really quick, I'm going to ask a question first before we start this out to see if any of you can help me out, but I don't understand why this was taking in so much light at the start before I put it on auto. I was shooting it manual first with the video, so, my shutter speed is what you have to have it at, shooting video. But then when it came to the ISO, I had it at 600, which you would think is decently low, yet they were still so blown out. The aperture does close more as you zoom in with this camera, obviously, and I was zooming in quite a bit, so that could have something to do with it. I found it really difficult to keep the exposure not blowing your eyes out, so I switched it to auto and things ended up looking a lot better. Of course you don't want to have it on auto if you can help it, because when you're panning, say from a member to another member, it's going to then change how it's exposing as you hit the black background, and then the next person is going to be totally blown out. But how do you just keep it on one set ISO for a concert when lights are changing constantly and suddenly there's a spotlight on someone when before they were in kind of darkness? I don't know how you really do it, honestly. But anyway, on to all the footage. I'd say that the only weak part of this concert really for me was the solo stages. Not because they performed them poorly, they were really well performed, but I think they just felt really short and almost disconnected. It was cool how they really just went off one after another. There was no breaks whatsoever. It just kept going, but something about it felt slightly rushed. I don't know. It was just the part that was maybe the least memorable for me.
Just you without this room. Before I wanna fall in love with you.
And they had a live band. As always, huge props for that. JYP's groups always have a live band. AT's had one the last time I saw them. And I think, yeah, when I saw Blackpink last in 2022, they had a live band, which made it just a whole lot better. People were saying that in the first leg they covered 21, and then here in the second leg they covered Blackpink, which I was just more happy for, being just way more familiar, obviously. And their covers were sick, man. Really can't get over how great their performances were, and a lot of different members jumped out. I always thought Chiquita and Asa would, but really Aehyun is probably the member that really surprised me the most throughout this. She was the one really doing a lot of talking, so very expressive, killer vocals. She was kind of the highlight outside of Asa doing Asa things. This song is like my new addiction. Like, you cannot tell me with that Forever performance they're not having the best time on stage. It's really just very, very convincing. Sometimes you can really tell when someone's just kind of going through the motions and an idol is like really, really having a great time on stage, and they all looked like they were having a blast. Then when it was time for Encore, that fun, carefree side like really came out. We had outfit changes, things were more casual. Asa has like a thing for fashion or just certain kind of outfits.
Calm down. We have time. We have time. Can you scream for us, please? Now what we do is all again. Maybe it can't be true. I try to tell myself I'm not supposed to know. I'm trying my best to let it go. Baby, don't bring me back. Bring me back. You say my feet off, I don't know. Keep me spinning around. I tell the world from your
And so that was the end of the show. I had a really, really great time. It kind of just... I was already kind of onto this group after the deep dive and a couple songs really jumping out at me, but I didn't expect to enjoy that Drip album nearly as much as I did. And Hot Sauce is like a banger and a half. That is probably one of my favorite songs this year. Very, very good. So yeah, it was an awesome show. They said their goodbyes. Someone spilled ketchup in front of me on my shoe, so that was kind of annoying, but really not a big deal. They were apologizing a lot, not too big of a deal. So yeah, that was the show. Was awesome to shoot with this new camera for the first time. Have a lot to learn. The image stabilization is not the same. You gotta hold your breath and you gotta make sure you're not shaky whatsoever. But it'll be fun to use for Le Seraphim tomorrow if I can get it in. I'm not sure. We will see. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, over on Patreon, we've got BAEMON House episode 1 and 2. We've also got a couple other Babymonster related things on there that I did in the past. RAMI on Leemujin Service, as well as the group on Idle Human Theater. Yes, that's right. I had to recall that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new, by the way, and if you are a Babymonster fan, because I guess I am now too. Also, the way they say monsties is very cute. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.